Well, good evening, afternoon, late afternoon from the Flying Can Ranch at Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. And I've got just enough time to cover something kind of bizarre and then probably get a shooting review ready, get it loaded up, see when it comes. So it's very hard to read the back of this thing. A while back I had a very strange pistol that I reviewed that I actually did pretty good considering it didn't have any sights. But what we have here is what it might look in its entirety. This is the Gamatic. It also has like another, it's kind of etched there like a Games made in Spain. So I'm just going to run that down there and show that to you. It's got a little hooded sight up there in the front. And we'll go over it a little bit. I couldn't find a lot of information about this, but I did dig around, and so I know it's 177. I really don't know what the feet per second is. I don't have a chronograph. No telling, this thing might be kind of old, but the overall length is about 37 inches, and just saw that. And the barrel length is about, I got about 17.5, and it feels like it weighs around 7 pounds. So it's a spring piston type brake barrel, and very odd design. Now, I left the tube out. I left it on the floor. There's a tube that will go from here into here. You press it back and you can lift the little tube out. But I was trying to get this etching right here in the back to tell you, figure out what it said. So you do have that. Brock, the dog's giving their cat's hell. So, but they're kind of fickle. Everything I read about it said that loading system is very fickle. Better just load it by individual pellets. Supposedly this thing will hold BBs too. I haven't tried that yet, and I think the ones I had, I took them in. So it's an unusual gun. Now, another thing I want to point out is you can see how this kind of comes out on each side. And I did sign some pictures of these where it had like a wood overlay that fit inside there, and it was screwed here and then screwed there. So maybe the original wood was taken away by the previous owner. I'm not quite sure, but this came my way. And again, like I said, it's definitely right-handed. I'm left-handed with a rifle, but I've got this thing to work. We're gonna wrap this video up. I'll put together a shooting video for the sun goes away, and get back in where it's warm. It's not as bad as it was, maybe not as windy. So we'll see what we can do with it, and we'll get back with you here in just a little bit. So just want to share it with y'all. I kind of like unusual things, and maybe not as powerful, but definitely different for your collection. Good conversation piece, so to speak, and we'll work it out, make it happen. Oh, another thing is I never found a safety on there. If there's a safety on this, I have no idea where it's at. None whatsoever. There's an awful big screw up through here, but I don't think that's how you do it. I never could figure it out. So we'll wrap this up. I'll put together a shooting video, and that's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch. See you in a bit.